Hello everybody and welcome back to what is the final horse of this broadcast, and my personal selection at this time of the best ones really that we've identified so far is Forte, side by Violence, out of Queen Caroline, trained by Todd Pletcher. You'll see it's actually had a defeat, unlike Cave Rock, on its maiden, and tried it over 6 furlongs. I think 6 in the Sanford, I think that's 6 furlongs in the grade 3, and then it went up to grade 1 up in trip a furlong or 2 and up in class, and since then it is also a dual grade 1 winner, winning the Hopeful Stakes and the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity in what was an absolutely belting race. We're not going to show you that though, we're going to show you the Hopeful shortly. People take a look at this horse, they'll see that he's actually a very well bred horse, very well bred indeed, from the youngest foundation line on this website of 1X, a line which has only been going 96 years, so every horse on it is sort of relevant, you have to say, within 100 years. You'll see that this one immediately, if people take a look at the pedigree of the horse, they'll see that it's quite closely related to Essential Quality, a horse that ran with immense credit in the American Classics a couple of years ago. The key here is the mares Gino and Basie, really. There's Gino, foaled in 1988. I see that she was very good. 10 wins from 49 starts, showing her longevity. She won a Group 3 at 5, placed in no end of stakes races and Group 3 races as well. And you'll see that she is also the dam of Contrived as well, which we will be talking about shortly. Even if you look at the 5th dam of the horse, Basie, she is very similar. 31 starts, 9 wins. She actually won a grade 1. She won the Delaware Handicap at 4 in 1985. These are very good first 4 or 5 dams here. People look though at Essential Quality, a Godolphin horse from a year or 2 back. They'll see the same dams. Look, Gino and Basie and Contrive. Contrive is the 2nd dam of Essential Quality. Also unraced. And if people look at the Japanese classic winner of less than 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Contrail, they will also see Contrive is there. They've got Contrive, Gino, Basie again. So what we've got out of this horse, this dual Group 1 winning 2-year-old already, is proven classic credentials less than 5 years ago in 2 countries, with Essential Quality in America and Contrail in Japan. I mean, look at that. Japanese Triple Crown winner. I mean, it's impossible really not to get excited about horses like Forte. In Breeders' Cup Juvenile was won by Essential Quality, of course it was. And then it won the Belmont and the Travers. 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. Very good horse. And if that's not enough, obviously, with it being on a legendary line, 1X. If people look, the 6th dam of Forte, Stolen Bases. Stolen Base. They will see that if they look at a horse, nearly won the Triple Crown itself. It did 2 legs of it. Smarty Jones. They'll see that there is Stolen Base and Base is Full. You see, very closely related. Forte is very closely related to this horse as well. Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner and 2nd in the Belmont. How close was that horse? doing the Triple Crown as well. You know, so it is a very interesting horse. There's Basie, the 5th dam. Stolen Base is the 6th dam of Forte. And the 3rd dam of Smarty Jones. If people could even go further back than that if they want, you know. It's an incredible pedigree, really, this is. We can trace it all the way back to other horses like Striking, who is the 8th dam of this horse. She is the 5th dam of the 1997 Alabama Stakes winner, Run Up the Colours. And she's also the dam of the 1962 Black Eyed Susan Stakes winner, Batter Up. And the former stallion in the USA and Japan, Hitting Away. You know, Striking herself won the 1949 Schuylerville Stakes. That is now a pattern race. And she was rated 114 on the experimental free handicap. You know, and then we're virtually right at the top of line 1X with these. You know, we're not very, there's La Troyenne 1926 that started the line. And there we are, you see, we're there, we're right there. With there's Smarty Jones there, look. There's Base's forward, Stolen Base. That's the line we are on. Very nice horse indeed. Forte could be. Yeah, there'd be Basie, it'd be after there somewhere. Shame she couldn't get on it really. Basie Contrive, nor Gino. Seem to be on there. There's Mineshaft there as well, very closely related to that, what we missed. Very good horse as well. So as you say, you know, this little section of 1X is looking good. A classic Triple Crown, you know, we've had one that's done it. People can go, if they even go further back really, they very closely to some top European horses, Caerleon and Turgeon. Around the 13th or 14th down, maybe a bit less than that, but people can just scroll all the way down and see top class horses all the way through this pedigree to the modern day without any shadow of a doubt. You know, so Forte to me is a horse worth watching, and I was delighted when he did this in the Group 1 Hopeful Stakes.
There in the gate. And they're off in the hopeful. Mo Strike away well, and Gulf Ford is right there. Gulf Ford takes a narrow lead. Mo Strike is on the outside and racing in second. And then down at the rail, it is Western Get next in third, followed by Bourbon Bash in fourth. Forte is in fifth. The trailer is Blazing Sevens in sixth. Race up the backstretch. It's the favorite Gulfport who has the lead here. Gulfport is in front by a half length. Western Kent has come on through now to grab second through a quarter in the slop in 22 and 3/5 seconds. Mo Strike just behind the front runners in third. Bourbon Bash is on the outside. And then a break of almost 3 lengths to Forte and another 3 to Blazing Sevens as the field goes around the far turn, and it is Gulfport the one to catch. Ran the half mile in 45 and 2, and now Bourbon Bash begins to pick it up on the outside, and Forte has now moved into third, but it is Gulfport the one to catch with a quarter of a mile to the finish. Gulfport in front, Bourbon Bash, Gulfport going wide there. Forte is coming through now on the inside, and there's 3/16 to the finish. It is Gulfport and Forte, and the two of them are right together. It is Forte to grab the lead now from Gulfport. It is Forte in front. Forte on to victory here in the slop, under the rain, in the Grade 1 Hopeful. Forte won by 3. Gulfport was second, and a big break. Back to Blazing Sevens and Mo Strike.
I mean, you saw there, that was a decent performance in ground that I have seen, and it can go like that in America. So if it does, ours will handle it, you would think. Forte looks a very decent prospect, really. It's impossible not to think that this horse will be involved in a classic somewhere, due to the fact, really, that we've seen so many decent horses closely related to him in the last 5 years, like Contrail, and Essential Quality. People thinking, is this horse ain't as good as them? I mean, what else can it do at this stage apart from win 2 Group 1s? You saw that all 3 of them are Group 1 winning 2-year-olds at this stage already. Contrail, Essential Quality and Forte. We might have to wait a few months for Forte to join the other 2. But time will tell if he will or not.